Welcome back to a series so broke boy. Even Pokimane's cookie subscribed. In today's video, Queen of Cringe Pokimane is back and she's once again crying about billionaires as if she isn't rich herself. She claims that she would be donating all her money if she was that rich. Kappa, she's crying about being in a self-centered capitalist society with a labubu hanging off her mic. Hasan is white knighting and trying to defend her on Twitter, calling everybody broke boys. The three-way battle between Asmongold, Hasan, and Destiny continues after Destiny threatened to stalk and harass Hasan. Hasan claims he just wants to be an on-the-ground reporter for the protests and report truthful news. Absolutely nobody is buying it. Asmon responds calling Destiny a moron for his explicit threats against Hasan. Destiny goes completely scorched earth, claiming it's not illegal to stalk and harass people and do death threats. Delusional. He brings up Asmon's dead mom, saying that she should have taken Asmon with him, and he continues to threaten Asmon's life. Asmon has responded clowning on him for getting emotional and advocating violence. Ultimate Gooning Lord and Twitch CEO Dan Clancy has announced a new podcast to scout for talent. Ew. Subscribe or you got a 1v1 Poke in an annoying bit competition. You are cooked.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Right, so Queen of Cringe Pokimane is back in the news for a bunch of things like complaining about billionaires. Now quick recap, she's been in non-stop drama recently for the dumbest shit, whether it be defending Hasan in the dog shocking saga and firing her employees for canceling the podcast with him, or blaming her mods for a Hasan dog clip.
Do I have mods?
Glazing China along with Hasan for their conveniently cheap labor, or marrying herself with a ring, talking about her new form celibacy, her cookie company ironically getting shut down from the broke boys not paying her, and a bunch of more shit that I can't even remember. But let's start with this here. Pokimane got upset and banned a viewer for calling her a moody socialist billionaire. Well, obviously that's not accurate. She's a moody socialist, multi-millionaire.
Anyways, how are you guys doing, my loves? If you think I'm a billionaire, you cookie bean. I'm so sorry. Ba-da-da-da. If I ever was a billionaire, I wouldn't be a billionaire for more than a day. I would give away most of my money. But I also think that's most people.
Right. You're so cool, Pokimane. Oh my god. Guys, you don't understand. If only she was a billionaire, then she would be giving away all her money because she's just that nice. She just cares about the people that much, man. Bro, she's unironically pulling like a Billie Eilish. I'm only worth $20 million. These billionaires, I hate those goddamn billionaires. We hate the rich. Aren't you the rich? We hate the rich. Bro, how does she not understand that to the common man, there is literally no difference between a multi-millionaire and a billionaire, right? She could literally give away like 10 million bucks and still live a completely above average life, right? So please spare me this fucking virtue signaling. Stop with this bullshit like, oh, if only I was a billionaire. Like, you could choose to do that right now. You could give away a significant portion of your wealth, but obviously you choose not to, because the truth is you may pretend to be like a socialist, you know, for the people and all, but at the core of it, you are a greedy capitalist, all right? You engage in all these luxuries. You try to make people buy your $28 fucking cookies, which was just a white label product, and you just ripped off somebody else and tried to mark up the price and then got mad when people weren't buying it, right? When you're in the performative Olympics and your opponent is Pokimane, you're cooked. Let's up those numbers. We got fans of the legendary series. Her and Hasan are both fighting for gold. And we got Giorno and his stand here. Absolute cinema. Every video I see of her just solidifies it more. Those cookies were indeed way too expensive. She has to hit the billion before she gives away most of her money. Bro, this is basically what everybody wants to do. It's like, you know, just tax the people richer than me, right? Like, stop it exactly where I start at, and then right above me, you tax the shit out of them them, you know, make sure they give away all their money and shit like that. And that's essentially what Pokimane is doing as well, right? And you can see it goes all the way up the ladder here because somebody with so much excess money still feels the need to hoard onto it. The only thing drier than her cookies is her personality. It's so fucking fake, man. That's why nobody likes her. You can tell that she's just trying to appeal to the most amount of people possible. And she consistently fails at it. She has a horrible gauge. And at this point, it just doesn't work anymore. Similar to most champagne socialists, who wonder who's talking about, Diddy Pika. They talk big, but they can never follow through with their actions, living it up as bougie as they can. These streamers make way more than people realize. People like to look at metrics and shit and always far undercut them. I think that dude Moist Critical once openly admitted that over his career he's made like 70, well that's not right, he said 36 million, but okay. But yeah, the point is it's a shit ton. If I had to guess, she easily has over 10 mil, like not even close. Oh god, we got the simp. I really like how Pokimane said this. Being rich doesn't mean you forget others. It's nice to see someone successful who actually cares about people. Congrats. You are the one Pokimane fan. Right, so apparently another clip is going viral on Twitter now. Pokimane was genuinely upset while speaking on how society is broken and people prioritize work and money over real friendships. We live in a self-centered capitalistic society. Oh, brother. Shout out to WestJet for the clips.
Pokimane is getting flamed by the internet again.
Fortunately, we live in such a self-centered capitalistic society.
Criticizing capitalism after selling $28 cookies, having a La Boo Boo dangling from her mic, and creating videos on TikTok showing off luxury items like bags and makeup.
And it sucks because it trains us to prioritize work and money above all else, even friendships, even being there for other people. And then again, it creates this culture where people are like, oh, I don't want to bother them. They're probably busy.
To be fair, right message, wrong messenger. She tried to sell cookies for $28, $197.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Oh, I've heard so many people discuss this. In order to have a village, you need to be a villager.
Villagers do hold all the emeralds. What did Notch mean by this?
I think that's really true. Like, if you want people to be there for you when you need it, you gotta be there for them when they need it.
Mind you, she's pushing 40 and she just learned that helping people is good. Whoa. Andrew Schultz level epiphany.
Oh, well, what do you know? She's pulling in iDubbbz. I learned empathy at the age of 32, guys. I can't believe it. I finally learned a human emotion. Wow, I actually care about people now. Congratulations, Pokimane. Wow, we totally believe you. Now, I don't really know what the hell she's yapping about. She's probably being like super passive aggressive and vague, and she's probably singling out one of her friends that we don't know about, right? It's kind of like when Hasan says, oh my god, my friends don't defend me anymore. This is why we have fascism now in the USA, right? And what he's basically saying is that he wants people to speak up and defend him in the dog-shocking saga, right? And he feels like his friends betrayed him or whatever. So I imagine when she says, oh, people aren't there for you guys. Oh my god, people just aren't there for me because they're so capitalist. She might be talking about defending her publicly in these dramas. At least that's what I'm assuming. Also, I find it really ironic that she goes, yeah, you know, people just prioritize work and money all the time, right? Over friendships. Don't you literally have a reputation for being a ruthless businesswoman? Like, that was like your title back in the day. So, like, literally, look who's talking here, right? And it's always these goddamn champagne socialist fucks. Like, we live in such a selfish, capitalist society. But also, buy my expensive rip-off cookies. Yes, I made millions of dollars from the most capitalist system ever. Literally exploiting Twitch simps, right? Working for fucking Amazon, right? While also owning all these other businesses she might be a part of. But no, everybody else is actually selfish and capitalist, guys. I mean, what the heck even is this? She really is like the female Hasan, just absolutely insufferable. Right, so then we just got like a montage of her being exactly what she was describing.
But it's also annoying to even have to like convince someone to be there for you so you can be there for them. It's like, it's a whole myriad of things. Fortunately, we live in such a self-centered capitalistic society. Not an engagement ring for myself.
Get that Chinese Labubu piece of shit off your microphone. Real ones spend their money on Pokemon cards. Pokimane, eat the rich. Also Man, she makes communism sound so comfy that I almost forgot about what a complete self-centered she was. On the WestGen channel, we're known for our due diligence, and this was actually for a giveaway, so, you know, it makes it less bad. She called her own supporters broke because they didn't want to buy her $30 cookies. And this is just the tip of the iceberg.
If you think I'm a billionaire, you cookie bean. I'm so sorry.
She just 14-dayed Tyler 1 hard stuck Korea gold lol. Come on, man.
Ba-da-da-da. If I ever was a billionaire, I wouldn't be a billionaire for more than a day. I would give away most of my money.
She says most people, but most people will never in their life even be a millionaire, so you're already in a lucky position. Just give your money away right now. Billionaire, multimillionaire, what difference is that to Joseph, who's living on the street homeless? I would give away most of my money. Is being a billionaire the milestone where you give your money away or something? Pokimane is a multi-millionaire, so why not start giving that money away now? Maybe some people could finally afford her $28 cookies, too. Yeah, hating billionaires as a millionaire just seems like you're throwing rocks in a glass house. It doesn't really make much sense.
And we hate the rich. Anyway. Too much. Aren't you the rich?
No, I'm not the rich. I mean the ultra rich guys. Not me. I only have $20 million. Every single time, man. They'll always make this excuse like, oh, the billionaires just have way too much money. It's just not comparable. Like, you are the billionaire to the average person. Like, that is the wealth disparity there. But you just don't seem to understand that because you're completely out of touch and have had a very privileged life, right? And the way you know this is that after a couple $1 million, you pretty much just have like anything you want, and you basically have no struggles whatsoever. I guess the only thing is that you can't buy like private jets regularly or something like that, but that's basically about it. Nobody even needs that shit. So it's just crazy that the people who are lecturing you about socialism and workers' rights and all this and how bad capitalism is, they are the people who benefit it from the most, and they are the most ruthless with this shit. The second one of her like employees decided to cancel the Hasan podcast because he shocked his fucking dog and he was so controversial, she decided to immediately restructure, right? Restructure, which is basically fire their asses, right? And yeah, that is the empathetic socialist right here. And I think what people are the most sick of is this cringe ass preaching that, oh, I'm just so much better than you, right? If I was a billionaire, I would give away my money, right? I would always prioritize my friendships over money. I would eat the rich guys. Like, absolutely nobody's buying this shit. You live in complete luxury. You take part in all of the expensive fucking tastes and shit like that. You literally were gushing with Hasan about having cheap labor, cheap exploitative labor in China, right? It's just crazy.
There are girls that you can hire who are trained at just being good at that.
Wow.
And specifically on like your like taking phone photos, and you just hire them for an hour or two. They take the most fire photos of you, hand them off, some digis, and just dip.
Crazy.
Like they have a person for everything.
Wow.
Pure responded, I would wager my left nut that she's realizing she's getting old and is alone. It's annoying trying to convince someone to be there for you. Means that she's talking about a guy and how he isn't enough for her. She has unrealistic standards from living in an echo chamber of people telling her that they would do anything for her, and that's not rooted in reality. I mean, God knows what the hell she's talking about, but a lot of the recent sort of TikToks and controversies or drama or whatever have been centered around her crazy midlife crisis going on right now of like, I'm totally celibate right now. Look, everybody, I'm such a good candidate. I'm such a good candidate for a partner. I'm marrying myself. Look, I'm rich, guys. And we got some random OF girl going, God, she's so pretty. This is exactly, they just jerk each other off. We don't want to hear it from her. This is the same chick that mocked her fans for being broke for not buying her slop. Yes. When age and choices you made hit you like a truck. You know what I'm most surprised? Not a single person has posted the clock meme. TikTok, it's the #1 way to trigger these people. Right, so apparently there were even more instances of her being sort of omega capitalist and buying designer shit for herself.
Jailtone replied, TLDR of Pokimane drama. Is a multi-millionaire, 30-year-old female, claims society is broken where people prioritize work, has no kids, says society is broke for people prioritizing making money, frequently purchases high-end clothing, Gucci, etc., sold audience $32 cookies, called people who couldn't buy them broke boys and shamed them. Anyways.
Man, fuck that morally bankrupt bitch Pokimane. My Genshin Impact baddies mog her. She is dead-ass a loser. Go start a family.
Let's unbox my birthday present to myself together.
I hope it's a microphone. This really comes off as someone who really hates capitalism.
This is the first thing I bought. It is a ring.
Relax, Lord of the Rings. This is like the third time she bought a ring for herself. Just take notes from PewDiePie at this point. Oh wait, she did. Unstoppable force versus a movable object. She's literally the female Hasan, LARPing as a socialist when her whole brand is just capitalism. Designer clothing and jewelry is the most capitalistic thing of all, actually, because in reality, you're not even paying for quality. You're paying for the brand name.
Wait just a gosh darn minute, Pokey. What the heck? You have betrayed us. You could have been donating that money away. I mean, you clearly have more than you need. How dare? How dare you buy yourself designer items and like a ring and all this stuff? This is not okay. Eat the rich, I say. Eat the rich, guys. Oh my God. How could she possibly do this? Look at this billionaire. Nobody hates a billionaire quite like a millionaire. Never forget that earning over 800K a year makes you in the top 1%. So when people talk about the 1%, it's literally her. Anyway, so then Hasan decided to defend her, obviously, because she's a loyal soldier who defended Hasan abusing and electrocuting his dog. Basically, we got this tweet by Kira. The concept of criticizing capitalism while she has a labubu dangling off her mic. Hasan responds, mother flippers will defend capitalism and have no capital. Where's your deed to the factory, Jeff Bezos? Basically saying they're broke. I mean, you're literally just doing exactly what Pokimane is doing and calling people broke. I mean, that's not an argument, you absolute moron. Then he responds again, Labubu's made in communist China, by the way. And we just got Labubu. Bro, you're literally the most burgoy streamer on Twitch. Mother flippers will defend socialism while growing up playing polo. Old enough to count, old enough to mount a sound piker. Oh my lord. Well, maybe the proletariat should rise up and redistribute your wealth since you hate capitalism so much. I mean, the fact that we literally have him being confronted on an interview talking about him redistributing his wealth, and his response is literally, yeah, no, we need to first achieve everything else, get universal healthcare, get everything else, have a utopia in the world, and then lastly, Hasan will finally donate his mansions away. It's like he doesn't even believe in the things he's advocating for, especially when it's applied towards him.
The city council has voted to expropriate your lavish, undeserved wealth and return your homes to the people. And that's backed up by police power, so it's violent.
This is so
people
far
in Beverly
out
Hills.
in the future.
Yep. Right.
Yeah, this is so far out in the future for even someone like myself that like I don't even see the necessity of arguing on how this would work, because I'm more invested in, especially in the short term, getting socialized medicine, like getting universal health care.
Just when I thought Hasan couldn't get more dumb. Okay, I've also made that mistake about 200 times. Thinking that capitalism is only beneficial if you have capital is another bulletin on the list of your regarded statements. How is your dog, Regard? Well, she's very shocked. Right, so the three-way between Asmongold, Hasan, and Destiny continues. Basically, recap, streamer Destiny was threatening to harass Hasan by having his fans track his location at the protest and basically bully him away from there because he believes that Hasan is sabotaging the movement. And basically, Asmon was defending Hasan, saying that it's going too far to ask people to harass Hasan IRL, of course.
I think that it's so dangerous to be advocating for people to intercept and interfere with people in their personal life and in real life. I think it's so dangerous. I think it's completely uncalled for, and it should be seen as absolutely unacceptable by everybody.
Now, Hasan has responded. Hasan says 2 wrongs don't make a right in response to Destiny going at him.
What is funny is that Destiny then turns around and goes, this guy's literally supporting the current admin assassinating Americans in the street. Yeah, that's wrong. What Asmongold is saying there is stupid and wrong. And says my comments are too far. Yeah, your comments are stupid. Both of these things can be true at the same time. Not only are your comments stupid, but they're also personally spite-based and have nothing to do with reaching a productive outcome whatsoever. What kind of productive outcome do you perceive from having one of your fucking weirdo stalker fans approach me and try to make this stream in Minneapolis all about that drama? Because that's the sole purpose. Like Destiny wants one of his goons to come up and just with me so that they can clip it and post it on LSF and then pump it and brigade it and then turn around and celebrate that so that no one actually pays attention to the actual fucking issue.
Right, okay, so two things here. Hasan is right? Destiny's comments are stupid. I don't even know why he's arguing with someone who quite literally wants him dead, right? I don't think you can have a productive conversation with a psychopath degenerate freak like Destiny, right? Second thing, Hasan obviously does not actually care about the issue, right? He cares about his own stream. That's it. He's a narcissist, his own viewers, right? The only reason he's going to these protests is to LARP as a man of the people and to absolutely trick even more people into thinking that, oh, he's legit, like he's an actual socialist, oh, he actually cares about the people, when in reality he's obviously just doing it for selfish reasons. So then Hasan says that he just wants to be an on-the-ground reporter.
My goal when I go to places like Minneapolis is to show a side of the protesters that you don't normally get to see. I go to these protests and I very clearly am inside of the protest rather than behind the police line when I'm offering this kind of coverage, because I want people to see what's actually going on the ground. I feel like a lot of mainstream news oftentimes fails to do that. They're getting a little bit better at it, but for the most part, they fail to do that. They fail to show truly a one-sided approach that sides with the people rather than the police or these organizations, these institutions, or the federal government, right?
Oh yeah, just like he wanted to be an on-the-ground reporter about the Israel-Palestine situation as well, and when he said he was going to go to Gaza, right?
Dude, I might actually take Marsh with me to Gaza.
Gaza?
Yeah.
Is it dangerous?
Yeah.
Yes. I unfortunately most likely will not be able to go. The people that I did talk to said that they could not give me security assurances.
Is it dangerous?
Yeah.
Yes. Have some conviction.
Yeah, Hasan, have some conviction. You're just not fit to report the news at all. You're a liar, an open, disingenuous liar, a self-admitted propagandist.
I'm a propagandist.
Well, no.
For the record.
You're not really there to show what's really going on. You're pretty much just there to push your own commie agenda, and you somehow always make the situation about something else. For example, you took the situation in Minneapolis, which is about the police versus the protesters, and you made it about Israel and China. You fucking idiot. How do you even do that? Like, that is why people call you a paid foreign op. Like, why would you even bring that up? Why would you do interviews with literally foreign media? It, makes no sense at all. Can someone translate what Hasan, the electrician, is saying? I think the only way Hasan gets Destiny to leave him alone is if Hasan sues Destiny for the comment about the brothel. Yeah, so Destiny explicitly said that Hasan effed a 15-year-old, right? Or a minor or whatever, which he obviously doesn't have any proof for. He wasn't fucking there, was he? So, yeah, Hasan could take that step and initiate a lawsuit, but apparently he's not going to do that. Can we all agree that both Destiny and Hasan suck? Yes, indeed we can. So Asmon defends him, and he attacks him in response. He has to know why everyone hates him, right? Yeah, I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. Literally not even a little grace. Then Asmon responds calling Destiny a moron and again defends Hasan. So basically context, we got this tweet. It's obviously a bad idea to advocate for people to track down and engage in a hostile confrontation with a streamer in real life. Destiny responds, telling people they're not welcome in your political movement equals hostile confrontation? Well, you send him literal death threats, you fucking moron. Mate, you literally advocate for capital punishment on every political figure and illegal immigrant and other nation's civilian population that you don't like. That's just not accurate at all. He literally just made that up. You have zero room to talk here unless you think the entire world of politics is just an unserious playground for you to venture in to make money.
This is what Destiny does, mate. This is some other bullshit that has nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with this. This has nothing to do with what I said. You're bringing in something totally irrelevant so you can make an argument for something that you said that was stupid. Yes, you are a fucking idiot for going out there and telling anybody that they should be bullying and harassing a person in real life, triangulating their location from a live stream, and then sniping them in it. You are a fucking moron. You're advocating for potential violence and you are asking for trouble. Nobody should be advocating for this. Even if you disagree with Hasan, even if you think Hasan is a piece of shit, nobody should be going around and saying this. And these weird rationalizations about how, oh, well, actually, because you said this other thing, it's okay for me to be retarded. No, that's not how it works. It's not. I'm sorry. This is it. It's constantly, every single time, but what about this other thing? This is Reddit tier false equivalency logic. This doesn't work. It's just stupid. Everything about this is stupid. It's 5-year-old logic. Yeah. No, you can't go out and harass people in real life. Like, anybody advocating for that is wrong. Duh. How many more people need to get hacked? I mean, do you understand, like, streamers deal with shit like this all the time. When you have somebody like Destiny that's going out there and promoting that shit, that's crazy. Nobody should be promoting this. Nobody should be doing this.
Yeah, Destiny is just really disingenuous the way he represents the other side's arguments as well. And the thing is, I feel like he's just scorched earth at this point. He already knows his life has gone to complete shit and he doesn't care, and that's why he's just completely unhinged. And I love how people are finally catching on, like, oh, Destiny is advocating violence. Yeah, it wasn't clear when he said he wanted to genocide every conservative in the country, which is like 50% of the population. Totally sane individual right there. Totally someone who wants to have a debate with the opposite side right there. I mean, this should be a lesson to everybody that you can be the most degenerate freak on the planet and still have an audience. You can still have a portion of people that simply do not care. Case in point, Destiny and Hasan. How do they even exist? Anyone else would have been canceled a long time ago based on all the stuff that has actually come out about them, and I just don't understand how none of these people care. But I guess they just live in a different version of reality is what it is. Based, he still defends Hamas Piker while being slandered almost daily. No one should be brigaded even if that person is Piker. Right, Destiny responds after Asmon and Hasan condemned his rhetoric, and he basically does another subtle death threat.
This is kind of bull. I should be able to talk some shit about Asmongold getting killed. If he can say shit like that. This is kind of, the asymmetry is very fucking annoying here. It's annoying because, like, this is us, the commentators, okay? Asmongold, Hasan, Destiny, whatever. And then this here is, like, politics. And it's like, this is like, it's a fake world. Nothing is real. We can say whatever, do whatever, blah, blah, blah. But as soon as Destiny's like, you know, somebody could fuck this guy up for saying this shit. Now these guys lose their fucking mind over it. Like, this is not a fake world. This is not, like, just pretend. I don't like how streamers engage with politics like it's just a pretend world. Like, I have a feeling that if I were to say, I think somebody should, like, execute Asmongold, I think he would lose his shit. I think he would get mad at me.
You can't go out and harass people in real life. Like,
you literally can. You fucking retard. It's not illegal to go out and shout at somebody, especially if you're protesting. That's not against the law. Where the fuck are the First Amendment, Second Amendment conservatives at? I can't believe these guys got cucked out so hard, so fast. Even the fucking libcucks and the progressives weren't this fucking cucked. You can't go outside and protest at somebody. You can't go outside. That's fucking illegal, bro. What are you talking about?
Anybody
Right. It's not illegal, guys. So, I mean, aren't you advocating basically stalking and harassment? I feel like that would be illegal. Also, the death threats are probably not allowed either. Also, the blatant slander of people. I mean, bro, what do you even do with this guy? He needs to pick a struggle. His life is so cooked. And yeah, man, I wonder why Asmon would be mad at that. Maybe because at that point you literally want him dead? Of course he'll be mad at that. Like, what are we dealing with here? This is beyond mental illness. And I feel like Destiny's entire life logic is, oh, X person did this, therefore I can do whatever. Therefore, I can be a delusional, unhinged regard, right? It's literally like classroom behavior. But he did it. Like, dude, I still remember like every debate ever, even the ones on like Piers Morgan, they're calling him out for laughing at dead children in a tragedy and making fun of that and stuff like that. And he goes, but Trump, like, dude, we're talking about you specifically right now, right? He can go do a billion crimes that is completely unrelated to what you are doing right now. Like, and I feel like at this point, he's so brain broken that he's probably going to go commit crimes and expect to not be arrested because, well, Well, Asmongold said this on his stream. Well, Hasan said this on his stream. Like, what is wrong with you? Anyways, the crash out continues. Destiny loses it, responding to Asmongold. I wish his mom had a bigger oxygen tank, so this MF wouldn't be with us anymore.
Anybody advocating for that is wrong.
Oh my god.
Duh. How many times, like, how many more people need to get shot, harassed, attacked? I mean, do you understand? Like, streamers deal with shit like this all the time.
Do I understand? You're such a fucking retard. Holy shit. I wish his mom had a bigger oxygen tank so this motherfucker wouldn't be with us anymore. Jesus Christ, what a stupid fucking comment to make. My God, the only risk this guy has is going to a fucking Wendy's in the hood and getting a drive-by. You're so stupid. What a stupid fucking thing to say.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I wish his mom had a bigger oxygen tank. Yeah. So this is getting extremely personal, extremely sort of guttural or whatever. It seems Destiny is triggered to the absolute stratosphere that he's bringing up Asmon's dead mom. I feel like this is level 99 maxed out cuck rage right here. Truly impressive stuff. Really reaching new lows. Although I don't think you could get lower than death threats. So I don't know. Turn-based combat, that's just so accurate. I'm still confused if Asmon's mom actually died in an explosion or if it's a meme. Well, she didn't. She died of cancer. The oxygen tank stuff comes from an incident where she was smoking while connected to an oxygen machine and it caught fire. When two dudes I don't like start fighting. So Asmon responds after Destiny used his late mother to attack him.
I wish his mom had a bigger oxygen tank so this motherfucker wouldn't be with us anymore. Jesus Christ, what a stupid fucking comment to make.
You're getting mad because you know I'm right. You're trying to make an emotionally compromising comment to me because you know that I'm right. That's what it is. See, now he's getting upset. That's it. This is crazy. What is wrong with you? He almost advocated to kill you? I mean, he does this all the time. He did it with Hasan 2 days ago. How does someone make emotional grandson arguments with saying such emotionally charged insults? He literally destroys his own argument in the same sentence. I mean, who cares, right? As someone actually died in an explosion, it's a meme or a dumb take he had. No, she died of cancer. No, she had COPD. She had end-stage COPD, and the fire from the oxygen tank sent her to the hospital that day, but she was going to go anyway. Like, the fire from the oxygen tank actually had nothing to do with her dying. It really didn't. This is just something that people invented on social media because it's like a good imagery, right? That's the reason why.
Bro, honestly, like, how many times does he have to explain that? Like, it's crazy. He has to deal with the internet rewriting his own mom's death. I mean, I guess that's the consequences of being online here, but I mean, at least Ethan got an apology from Casey Tron regarding her statements, but something tells me that he is literally never getting an apology from Destiny. Destiny has crossed that line, fucking trampled on that line. He's doing fucking somersaults on that line. And you know, he's legitimately getting so unhinged that I feel like Destiny might get arrested in the next few years, right? Because this dude is unhinged. Hopefully he's all talk, right? Because if not, it's probably not going to end well for him if he actually goes out there or he legitimately commands his fan base to go and do stuff, because that's just criminal, right? And he's so open with it. Like, he does not care that he's advocating violence nonstop, that he's slandering people nonstop, just no repercussions. I mean, I guess he's been banned from Twitch. That was a while back, but I guess on Kick it just flies completely.
And so anyway, Jesus, associating Roachman political takes need to be checked in a mental hospital? Of course, right? Let's listen to Destiny for for political takes too. Like, oh yeah, if I disagree with you, that means I can advocate for somebody to kill you if I can falsely equate what you're saying to something that I think. It's such a ridiculous, stupid thing to say. And I honestly, like, I mean, you're borderline advocating for, like, basically killing people. I mean, what are you doing? You're right, Destiny shouldn't have been permanent for what he does, but he should just give Twitch reasons to keep the promo. I mean, this is insane to say that. It really is. It's nuts. So, talking shit about your parent. I mean, again, Destiny has enough of his own real-life problems. I don't want to get into that. I don't really care about that, if you want me to be honest. Somebody insults my parents, they insult my family. Like, what am I supposed to say? Am I going to make a joke about Destiny? Like, I don't care what Destiny's personal life is. It literally is of such little consequence to me that I haven't even read about it. I don't care what he says about my mom or my parents. I care about what he's saying about this political stuff and the fact that he's out there advocating and trying to make a false equivalency to going out there and saying that somebody should be tried for treason versus it's okay to politically assassinate people that you don't like. To think that that's the same thing is a Reddit tier false equivalency. And Destiny does this constantly. And you see this all the time, right? Like, whenever Destiny said something, like, I want you to keep in mind, when Destiny said what he was just saying, I actually responded to what his points were. He doesn't respond to what my points are. He's not explaining what I'm saying is wrong. No, he's not doing any of that. What he is doing is he's just making personal insults, and he's saying an equivalent thing to that in his mind that's the opposite. That's it. People never actually respond to what I'm saying.
Well, I guess it's nice that Asmon won't make fun of him back, but I mean, I will still be calling Destiny a degen cucklord who finds teenagers hot and has a questionable PC, so to speak. So again, I don't know how this freak has any fans at all, but that's your man's right there. That's your man's. And you know, the thing is, at least when dealing with Hasan, he will at least pretend. He will at least pretend that he's not completely insane. With Destiny, it's like mask is completely off. He's not even pretending anymore. I mean, as expected from the man who literally created Hasan, right? And that should pretty much give you life in prison right there. Unleashing Hasan Piker onto this world. Like, holy shit, man. You're not going to heaven. Moving on to Ultimate Gooning Lord, Dan Clancy announcing his new podcast. Dan Clancy and Twitch announced the Let's Chat podcast hosted by Dan Clancy.
Couple weeks, we're going to start a live podcast. It's going to be a live show, but then we're going to take it to podcast. And the objective of this is to spend time talking with a range of streamers and people in the space, just about in general what's happening in the live streaming space, to kind of put a spotlight on both some streamers and other people that are doing interesting stuff in this space. Of course, we're a live platform through other channels, so we're going to be doing it live, but we're going to be focusing on creating a podcast artifact so that way people can watch it on from they want. Here is also there are a lot of them on Twitch, but a lot of people just aren't aware of them. And so one of the things we're going to do is highlight some of the cool stuff that...
Right. Let's talk to a range of streamers. Interesting, Dan. Now, does this range happen to be E-Girl number 1, E-Girl number 15? Who can I goon to next? We all know what you're talking about. Dinosaur Dan. Explore the categories, huh? You absolute sly demon. We all know what you're talking about. How about you actually have some useful change on the website, bro? How about you permaban Lakari? How about you permaban Nina Lin? You know, some freaking accountability for this gosh darn website. But no. Let me goon some more. Let me recruit more people. I can see the guest list now. Emiru, Alinity, Peach Jars, Julia Kins, Amaranth, yes, right up his alley. Let me guess the next guest, and we got Hasan Piker. You just know that chat is getting disabled. Dan should just name it Let's Goon. I know that is what's going to happen. Bet money it'll be mostly young female streamers only. No, I'm just trying to have a chat with our clientele here. Let's Goon with Dan Clancy. He gives all the latest and greatest tips on how to be a terminal gooner. Twitch threatening to drop a podcast, especially the young female ones, right, Dan? He's definitely not gonna be wearing pants in the episodes. Ew. Now click this video for more regards in 2026. More cinema. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.